Warning, the following contains depictions of adult themes, drug use, and wanton violence, sometimes flat-out war crimes. Listener discretion is advised. This is Starforged, Stones of Fortune. Starring Carlos as Solrock, the Seer, Ramses as Merrick, the Unseen, Jose as Jimmy Rings, and Luke as Spike. And I am your guide, your host, your editor, and all those other things, Redstone, also known as Adam in these recordings. All right. Sounds like you guys got a plan. So you're going to come out. And then, so what sounds like will happen is the first thing you guys will do, you'll come out of space. Merrick will do his stealth to make the ship go invisible. And then you guys will approach the station and infiltrate the station. Sound right?
Yep. Sounds pretty good. Do I need to roll or is it automatic?
You need to roll the D10s, but you have the option to set the action die as 5.
Let's do it. I'll do that.
Cool.
She's on the ship during the sleeping number.
Yeah.
Like, they'll get more positioning and oh, yeah. When the more obviously.
So was Ram rolling?
I thought he was.
Can you roll for me?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. My app is tripping.
I can do it.
Cool.
So we've got a 5 verse an 8 and a 3.
So I got plus 3 shadow.
How much is your shadow?
3.
So, yeah, so that brings it up to 8, which we hit still.
Oh, but you can also tap into that energy you want, and that would give you an extra +2.
We'll do that.
Alrighty. You use some of that fiery energy within yourself from that drink a few days ago, but it's still kicking in. And yeah, you guys go completely black and slip all the way through their defenses. You're nothing on there. You guys can even see it on the inside. It's really actually hard for your sensors to get anything from outside, but you already know enough to just glide your way in. You guys get basically right up to the dock, but it is going to take somebody to like override the system to dock. Oh, I guess so. You guys can either come in to like a docking bay, or you guys could do one of those things where you like connect to the side of it, do the umbilical. How much into this space station do you want to get?
What's the most discreet? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I think if we can like hack in and extend an umbilical, that's probably more discreet.
Cool.
So I'll roll to do that plus wit.
Yes.
We landed weird. What numbers would you say this are?
6 and 2.
Is it a 9? That's a 9. Yeah. A 9 or a 5 and a 6 or a 2.
Yeah,
they landed kind of weird.
Just re-roll it.
Okay. Yeah, better container. This container is goofy because they like landed on their side, so 2 numbers were up.
Yeah, that's a crap.
All right, so we hit.
All right, so you
8 and 3 versus 4, which goes up to 7.
All right, so you get all hooked up. So you guys realize, like, yeah, this is actually the way. It's the easiest to get in. You're coming in on a blind side. They're just not going to notice you. Like, so when you can, because you can actually, you're up close enough. The sensors will not pick you up at all. The only thing you realize is that once you're all connected, you guys are going to be easy to get in and get out. You're not going to get a ship through the umbilical. Like, it's like person sized. So that's the only real issue, but you're way easier to get whatever you want. I mean, if you guys steal the ships, you can always fly them around and into this spot. But the nice thing is Merrick leave the ship, and it won't be picked up on because it's just the way the station is.
Okay. Well, if the kinds of ships going to the vault, are those the fighters or are those a different kind of ship?
So now that you guys are here and connected and you can actually do your own scans, let's do a gather information roll.
Weak hit.
Oh, okay. So you guys are seeing that the ships that are going there are two types of ships moving back and forth. And unfortunately it takes you a little while, so you just lose a little bit of momentum. You're dropping from 6 to 5 just because it just takes a while to do all this. You guys are noticing that there are the snub fighter looking ships. They are only coming out of the vault. And there are like transport vehicles that go back and forth from the station to the vault.
Interesting. So the fighters are coming out of the vault, but normal ships are going in.
Yes. I mean, and normal ships are going in and out. But yes. And
Okay.
you do see at one point a ship with materials, looks like a hauler, but like material hauler, goes into the vault.
Okay. So my thought was sneak aboard one of those like material haulers or one of the ships going to the vault, and it sounds like we can steal some fighters from there, and maybe the vault is necessary to their production. So if we fuck that up, then we fuck up their ability to make these ships. What do you guys think?
Okay, yeah, sounds pretty good. Get down and just wreak havoc.
Cool. Well, how should we proceed? So we have to sneak down to the docking bay?
Yeah. So basically, you've got just a few steps. You need to override their security so that you get into the station. Basically, get yourself some security passcode. Then you can just sneak through the station, grab those ships, and then I guess it depends on if you want to blow your way out once you have control of some of the mechs, or if you want to sneak away. But it sounds like you wanted to blow it up.
I think let's stay undetected as long as we can. If we can get from the station to the vault undetected,
oh, there you
I
go.
think that's good.
Yeah.
So
We can get to the ship. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say if we can get to the things undetected, it'd be best.
Cool. Well, I'll start with getting us some security codes.
Cool. That is a plus which roll?
All right. And it's an 8 and a 7 versus a 5 plus 3. So weak hit.
All right, so you're able to get the security codes. You're able, unfortunately, you realize you don't have uniform, which seems like a lot of people are wearing those. It's not so much uniforms, it's like hazmat suits, for the people going into the vault. But you can find those. You find where those are hidden. You just know for the first bit, you're not going to have them. That's the only real issue. While you're in there, you're just breaking through, their security. Yeah, and you realize, literally this place is the station you're on feeds and houses workers, but other than that, all it is a storage facility. There is no science, there's no manufacturing, there's nothing happening here but the storage for stuff. You realize very quickly, everything's happening in the vault.
Okay.
And are those ships in there? Any?
The ships, he's able to realize, they're building the ships in the vault, but there's just a whole storage facility. It looks like they're made very slowly, and one at a time. So there's only let's see here. There are 8 ships total of the transforming kind here at the facility.
Okay. But if they're making them in the vault, then we can steal them from there?
Possibly, yeah.
Well,
There's
back this way.
I need to get some
Okay.
uniforms.
Well, yeah, I think for now let's sneak into the vault. And since our ship is docked here, we'll have to come back to this station. So at that point, if we haven't stolen a ship yet, we can steal some of these or just destroy them. So for now, let's just get uniforms. Does that sound good to everyone?
Yep.
So before we start doing that, I am going to go take a quick bathroom break. And so let's come back in 10.
Sounds good.
Cool. I literally just got back when you asked. Alrighty. So you guys had derived a plan. You were going to steal some hazmat suits, sneak on board a ship, enter the vault. Is that right?
That's the plan.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So I think, Merrick, are you going to use your stealthy powers?
Yes.
Cool.
Avoid detection. Hey, just stuff. Let me see my ass is working. Alright, I got a 5 against the 7 and the 3.
Did you say a 7 and a 3?
Yeah, 5 against a 7 and a 3.
Cool. So the 5 plus your
8,
3 is an 8. Strong hit. Yeah, you guys have no trouble. I mean, like, literally, Merrick stands around you. You all just kind of disappear from anything but, like, the cameras. And you just walk straight. You've already figured out where the suits are. You go straight there. You get the suits on. You're going down. And now it's just acting cool to get onto a ship. Go ahead and roll one more plus shadow roll. But this is you lying to get people, so you're not using your shade power. You're using your scoundrel power.
Yeah. 6 against a 1 and a 2.
Nice. They are just like, you guys are in hazmat suits. You show the badges. They're just like, get on, dude. Don't try to talk to me. Just go. Fucking workers are so annoying. And like the 2 guys are like clearly security. Do not give a fuck. And, like, you guys realize they just let people there's no, like, there's not, like, ground control or anything. The flights are so sporadic. You just get into a shuttle and fly. No one's paying attention. Yeah. Basically, you guys are somehow, I mean, the security is lax. Nothing's been happening. This is all just super routine. So there's no reason for them to be wary at all. So yeah, you guys just waltz right through. You guys are on a shuttle flying. You guys are the only ones on this shuttle, and you guys are just cruising along. You guys go. There's no real security. You fly in, and you do see where, like, basically they've cleared out a shuttle pad or a whole dock area for the shuttles to land. It is. Oh wait. Oh, you guys are inside. So now I get to do first look for inside Oracle. So it is. So you guys are going in, and you are now seeing the inside of the clockwork of the whole sphere. It just keeps going, and but you also realize that the ink contained inside the machinery, it looks like it's all moving inside of a fluid, actually. But as you guys are flying through, you're in an empty space that there's nothing, like there's no fluid or anything as you're flying through. Then you see what's clearly a human-made energy field that's basically just a force field to keep the atmosphere that they've pumped inside. And so you cross through that with the ship just fine. You guys land, and you're just realizing the whole facility is this weird gearing, at least what you can see so far, and it's very lit a clear path forward to where the workers have been, but there are other paths that you can explore if you.
Well, let's explore. Wait. How far are we from the transforming ships?
You haven't seen any yet.
Okay.
And
you haven't seen any in the vault. Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, I missed some of that. The cat was trying to leave. But, so we just entered the vault, and, like, we're choosing which way to go?
Yeah, so there's the clear path for where the people who normally land, where they would go, because they want the workers to go, like, workers, this way, and there's all these signs, it's super well lit, but there's a whole bunch of other paths. There's other corridors that are not lit, that just, like, there's one main path, and there's a whole bunch of other ways to go. All the rest of them look all the same.
Do I feel drawn in any one particular direction, or do we want to consult Nod?
Actually, you in particular, you feel drawn to the way that's lit. Like, you feel strong.
All right, let's go that way. I start
walking. All right, you guys follow. Yeah, you guys. I guess it's if you just start walking that way. Are the rest of you guys following, or what do you do?
Well, yeah, we don't want to set back the armies.
Real one.
Cool. Well, you guys go and you follow along this path. There's a bunch of other branch points. But again, it's incredible. Like, they're trying really hard, like, do not deviate from the path. We don't know that those directions are safe. Just go this way. And it's been very well marked. And you just follow this along for, it's like a good 10-minute walk. And why is this so far? And you're bypassing a bunch of things that have been clearly disabled. Doors have been cut off. But it's a nice, easy path for you. And you guys come in, when you're a little ways away from an entrance, like, so you're going down a hallway, and then you can hear, you can hear the construction sound, but you've seen nobody else so far. Nobody stopped you, and you realize that, and there's some brighter lights coming down the corridor at you. So whatever's up ahead will be easily lit once you get up there, if you want to continue.
Part of me wants to stray, but I don't know.
What do you
And
guys
Spike is feeling like, it's right there! It's right there! It's calling me, it's right there.
Let's do it. Let's
All right, turn the corner.
Yeah, so you guys go through, and so I'll just, like, as you creep up to the entrance into this, it's a very large room in the center of it, so it looks like they've cleared walls and machinery. The nice clockwork nature of this place seems to be really fucked up in this room. Like, there's just whole parts of it that have been just ripped apart. It's loud in here because there are parts that are, like, hitting each other at weird times. Like, they have messed up the machinery of this place. And in the middle of the room is what looks to be like the suit of armor that you, like the humanoid kind of form that the ships can turn into. But this looks less human, and the proportions are they're a bit different. And they're different than the ones you've seen. And there's a big, you can all tell it's obviously a scanning device. And you see, like, the way this is assembled is that a piece of this ship, of this suit, gets scanned, and then there's 3D printers down below that are printing it, and there's people that are then next in the chain that are taking those pieces, like, cleaning them up and trying to fit them together, and then it's all, like, they're assembling these suits and these ships piece by piece, ship by ship, because that suit looks like it's connected to the center. Like, you realize the reason why they can't seem to at least transport the information is they can't move that suit.
Okay.
But it looks like, so the total workforce in here is probably 24 people and like 6 guards. But the 6 guards are heavily armed. They're very casual.
Okay.
Like, and tasers.
It'd be fun.
Sorry, I got 2 voices at once. What did you say, Ram?
I was not saying anything really.
Jose.
Oh, damn. Okay.
What'd you say?
Oh, was Jose? Yeah.
I said, are these dudes like armed with police batons and tasers and shit? Like that kind of casual?
No, so their body language is super casual. They have, like, insane assault rifles. They have, do you remember The Fifth Element? Did you ever see that movie?
Maybe.
I love that movie.
So in that movie, one of the weapons Zorg sells to a bunch of mercenaries. It has, like, all the weapons. Like a flamethrower, mini missiles, insane machine gun, ice cannon. That's what they're holding. They're holding this is the thing. I mean, they've got a secret that they want to protect. It's just that the guards themselves are not really worried, but the people above them are scared to death that these secrets will get out, so they have some of the deadliest weapons ever created that they're holding.
I just sent a picture to the group of that gun.
Did you guys get in a group with my new number?
I don't know. Whatever group we've been using.
Oh wait, like Google Chat shit?
No, texting. I'll send it
Here,
down.
I can put it on.
The number 720-498-9070.
That's great. I'll get that at some point. Here, going to Instagram. But all right, so we're up here with the original, and they're working on like the copies down below.
Yeah. So and you can tell that the parts that they make are not perfect copies. So they're literally like each bit they're having, like there are people that are skilled laborers that are fixing the pieces in a way to make them work because they're not making good copy, or at least they're not able to copy it right, which is why the proportions are different. These are not nearly as nicely made, but these are still war machines. Like, these are well put together for what they are. It's just clearly the piece of equipment up on that pedestal is orders of magnitude more, like, whatever. These are again like monkeys trying to play with lasers. They can do it.
Monkeys in a microwave. So this original one, it seems like it was probably like they found it in the vault. They've been kind of copying it. or does it seem like it was human-made?
The thing they're copying is absolutely like connected to the vault. It seems to be this was part of the ascendancy technology. They just literally don't know how to operate it to the point where they can't even move it. All they can do is scan it piece by piece and try to make okay copies.
Okay. Do we have a shot of figuring it out and moving it? Like if we did a gather information or something?
If you want to get up, if you can find your way up to it, yeah, you can absolutely scan it yourselves. You guys can, if the problem is like there's no, unless you want to take some time to like mess around with the stuff in this room, which has been horribly damaged, like the other equipment is horribly damaged because they just wanted to get at this. You have to get up to the suit itself. And that currently that's just, I mean, there's some people up there that are clearly like the head scientists. So yeah, like there's some people, like it's super casual, like no one's scared of people breaking it. Like you guys have kind of wandered through, mainly because you went right through all of the, like, literally all, like, the border protections. You went through most of the security just to get near this place. Like, you've bypassed so much of their defenses, and then you came in super stealth. They're not expecting any kind of treachery at this level. Like, you guys are so deep in. It's impossible for them to imagine you guys getting this far. I'm like, there's still protections, so, I mean, there's consequences if you fail, but no one seems to be giving a shit. So if you want to just walk on up, you can try. If you want to do something else, please. But like I said, there are 6 guards. They are not really paying attention, but they do have heavy weapons, and there's like two dozen people working. There's like 2 people up right next to the thing doing scans. But it all seems incredibly routine.
Okay. What is everyone?
What is the guard's position?
They're based. So there's 2. They don't really notice you, but they're flanking the doorway as you would come in, and then the other 4 are basically paced like equidistant around. It's kind of a cylindrical room as far as you can tell. A ton of other equipment has been like just cut away and just piled into like just piles around the edges. And that's kind of like where they're hanging out, is like leaning against the pile. They've kind of like moved it around to where they've like, there's not seats in this room at all. Like, this is definitely a government, like, work your ass off, bitch. So they've made makeshift seats for themselves, are kind of lounging as best they. One of them, as you're taking a look, you're noticing at least one of them's listening to something like a podcast or something. Like, they are engaged and not focused. Another person looks just zoned out. They look like they might be on some space weed or something else. Maybe they're just drunk, but they're just kind of. But the others they're just bored, so.
Okay. So if we went into combat, we'd probably have, like, an advantage catching them off guard, assuming we start.
Very much so. Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? Try to, like, sneak up to the original or just clear the room? I figure, like, if we want to stop production of these things, getting rid of their head scientists is probably a good first step.
I stealth kill people. For the room stealthily, you know? One guard at a time. I'm also a sniper, so I can... Oh, wait, no, I didn't get that upgrade. Never mind.
Should we split in groups too?
Yeah, so,
Like,
are most of the, so,
targets and then...
like, the original suit's up, like, in a scaffolding kind of at the top of the room we have to kind of work our way up to, and most of the guards are on the ground floor. Is that correct?
No, it's more just a pedestal in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Pretty much the whole room is flat. It's really just a little bit of a raised.
Okay. So it's like
Yeah.
a platform in the middle of the room. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think let's just go in, like, as a squad. I don't know if we need to split up. Jose and Ram, do you want to, like, take opening shots since Jose be our tank?
Already? I'm with it. You know, I'm about that smoke.
Alrighty, so it sounds like Jimmy Rings is going in hot. We've got Merrick the Unseen. You're gonna like kind of stealth it.
Nice.
Is anyone gonna like hang out in kind of Merrick's darkness bubble with him?
I suppose I probably could. Probably should.
What about our seer?
So right now we're sneaking up on these fools.
Yeah, we've got the drop on them. They're all kind of in the room working on shit. Like, imagine a drug lab. But robot.
If we're just gonna I'm thinking y'all go in guns blazing to take out these people, keep the scientists alive, and we can question them. And
Yeah. Where is the head scientist in relation to all this? Can we figure out who that is, or who the important ones are?
It looks to you like the important ones are the two up right next. Like they seem to be the two that are like conferring and talking, and everyone else is just doing labor.
Okay.
Like it may be skilled labor, but it's definitely like grunt work.
Okay. I think you three focus on taking everyone out. I'll keep my attention on the head scientist so we don't lose them.
okay.
So however you want to proceed, it's on you guys now.
I was thinking with Merrick's shadow.
Alrighty.
Looking at the stuff, we need a good combat warrior after.
So I think if you guys want, we could actually just do this as a quick battle and have just like, if we want, since you guys are like using trickery, we'd have Merrick roll plus shadow, and it's just a battle plus shadow. Or yeah, I think that might be your best.
The rope plus shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me see. At least +1, almost. I think I can get the +2 if I don't want anything else. I have 8 points to can. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Alright, nothing's tripping again. Can somebody roll for me?
Alright.
It'd probably be good to keep the kinetic, huh?
We hit. Oh, no. It's a hit, though.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Yep. I mean, you guys. So you guys basically you do your plan. You take out most of the guys. Jimmy rings because you're the one like kind of like going out and distracting them. Your armor takes some hits. It needs some repair before you can really use it again. Because you definitely were like the one. You were Leroy Jenkinsing this shit. Like they focused on you. And the darkness part, like, they don't even see them, but you just run forward, they just, and that, you know, you take a couple hits on your armor, it fucks it up a bit, but you're fine. Like, you're fine, it's just like, oh, fuck, those were some wild guns. Alright. So, like, your armor's not, like, unrepairable, it's just like, oh, man, you took some fucking hits. So... But yeah, so it all just kind of happens a blur. Those 6 guards are instantly gone. The workers, everyone just hunkers down and freezes and just looks at you guys like, what the fuck? And they're just waiting to hear what you want to say. You guys,
I take my next.
you guys have the floor. You do what?
I take down the next guard.
No, they're all you took them all down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we're doing the bat like you guys just in a blur. The way you guys do it, you take out those 6 guards.
How many scientists are left?
Yeah, there's the 2 scientists up front, and there's like 22 workers.
All right.
But all of them are unarmed. All of them are very like hands up, but crouched down, like please don't kill us.
I still want Jose to intimidate one of these guys, so like take one of the workers and like cut his finger off and tell him to talk.
Like pit them against each other, like someone here is going to die.
Go and grab one of the workers.
What?
Bring him up to a table, and I put his hand on it. And I go, this is what's going to happen to the people that don't follow staff direction.
Oh God, what are you going to do?
I fist up high, and I come down and crush his hand. With my augmentation strength, I destroy it.
Oh, he just crumples into a heap. Everyone starts, like, at least a third of the people, the workers, are crying. They're just like, oh shit, please don't kill us. Just like, they're very compliant. They will do whatever they can to not get hurt.
Fuck yeah.
So what do you want them to do? Because they are so longing to do whatever you want. They are about to piss themselves.
Let's see here. What kind of information we need? Look.
Let's start with general. Like, tell us what you know about all this shit. How do we get that top one down?
So like the scientists like come over to you like, listen, we have no clue how to move this. This is why it's here. We've been unable to. This thing is just a marvel of technology, but we can't. When we scan it, we can immediately print based off of just our scans. We cannot store any information about the ship. So we've just been doing it as best we can. And so as you guys like come up and talk to them, it's like lights that are on it start turning on. And they start the two scientists' eyes get super wide and they're like, I swear to you, that's literally never done that. We've literally never seen it move or activate or anything.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. For now, with the interrogation, second thing we want to know is how to fucking stop this forever. So are there backups? Are there other sites? Other prototypes? Blah, blah, blah.
I guess I could tell. So what happened? So the Covenant, they were exploring this vault and they found this and they were unable to remove it physically. Like they tore up this room trying to cut this device out and they couldn't do it. So they called us in and yeah, we realized best we could do was to physically scan it as we 3D printed, and we could make rough copies of the parts. They're crude copies at best. The fine detail, we're not sure. These things literally might be working at like the subatomic level. We do not know how intricate these are. We can make very crude copies, but we've never been able to turn it on. We've never been able to do anything but literally cut away material and destroy things. No one's ever made anything turn on as far as, so whatever you guys did, you did that. Like, there's part of me that's incredibly curious, but it's not worth my fucking life. So just let you know, like, literally, I think total, it's only been, actually, no, we have a running total. It's 47 of these total have been made. That's 48 right there being constructed. That's all that have ever been made. I don't know what, we've been at this for like, what is it, like, a quarter of a year? I don't know what else to tell you. And he's literally, you realize his pants have turned yellow. This guy, like, you guys took out those guards so quick, and now he's just like, I don't know, man. What do you want to know? Please just don't kill me.
Maybe you should go investigate the part of the mech that's turning on now.
Yeah, I go to investigate the mech and see if my connection with the vault does anything.
I also try to go turn it on. I have no really buff to help me, but I'm gonna try.
Eric's just standing there awkwardly, like, kind of watching me, pretending to help, like, holding the flashlight.
As you both walk up, you get, Spike gets greeted, like it, as Spike walks up, because it sounds like you were walking forward first, a bunch of lights glow up, you get scanned, and even more lights pop up. And then Merrick gets scanned, and the thing starts moving.
Okay. Can I control it?
Can I, like, get inside?
So it starts lifting up, like to stand up, and then you walk. So I'm assuming you're walking towards it as it's trying to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then you walk closer, and it seems to like stop and focus on you, and it seems to be waiting for some sort of command. You somehow you realize you're able to communicate with it, like, I want to get in this. And it kind of like puts itself in a position where it can open up and you can like step backwards into it like it's just a giant robot suit. Then are you going to do that?
Yeah, I'm going to become a power.
All right, so as you do that, it's scanning you full, like you feel just a bright light. It's like a bright light moves through you. It's not painful in any way. It's just like you feel yourself getting scanned. And then the architecture of the suit changes to match you more. And the weird part is you have a feeling like, I have totally done this before. Huh. And as you step into it, it conforms around you, and then it transforms into a snub fighter that looks exactly like the one that's in the ship.
Exactly like it. And I've done this before.
I reach out to Nas, like, Nas, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. Can Carlos consult Nas?
Oh, yeah, if he wants to, sure. Or, I guess he needs to reach out with the present. So go ahead and roll a plus, if Sorlock wants to, yeah, go ahead and roll a plus heart roll.
What's heart? Ooh, strong miss. 2 9s versus the 2.
So you reach out and you can't feel him, which is very much like when you were in Dagobah. You get the exact same feeling. You're just like, you are cut off from the presence in this room right now.
Oh, shit.
In that case, I'm just like, Luke, you good? You good, man?
All right. How am I doing in this shift? Is there like somewhere to take it?
You can
fly it.
The controls look exactly like the controls in your Snub Fighter. You know exactly how to fly this. It's fully powered. It's good to go. Like you can just fly it. Like you're just like, I know this ship. I know this ship like the back of my hand.
All right, then let's get the fuck out.
Well, do we think there's anything else in this bolt? Jose, ask the scientist. Shoot him in the kneecap.
I pull my big ass gunslinger pistol out. Yo! And I just hit fire at one of the scientists.
Oh fuck! Let's see, which is it? You shoot the one that didn't piss themselves, and now they have. So, fuck! What did we do? What did we do?
We need some more information.
What? Just all you gotta do is ask. All you ever had to do was ask. We're not fighting back. Please, just what do you want to know?
Is there anything else in this place that we should know about?
I guess the answer is probably yes. To be honest, I don't know anything about this place except for this room. This is all we are ever allowed to see. Other people were the ones that explored this, and we were only brought in later because I'm both an aerospace engineer, but I've also honestly, giant mechs were like a passion project of mine that I was already working with them to make, and so when they found this, they just brought me in. This has been my partner for like the last 10 years working on this as well. We just like giant robots. Like, who wouldn't want a fucking giant robot suit? And literally, we're not allowed to leave the lighted area because they said they would just shoot us in the face. Which clearly you can do and will do. So, I mean, but I haven't ever left this room other than to leave here, get in this thing, and go stay on that station and live. Oh my God, this money isn't worth it. Oh my God.
Where are these other robots kept?
We had them. Once they were finished, someone would fly it over to the. We just have a little starbase over here, just right. Just it's orbiting this place. I'm sure you saw it. And they are stored there. And every once in a while, one of the cruisers comes and it's picked up two shipments before. Just because every time we get up to 20. They pick them up, and so there's I think there's got to be 7. There's got to be 7 in the station. They've picked up 40 before, and I hear they fought well. The first 10 they picked up, I heard they were just used in practice, but. Fuck, who are they fighting? The Prometheans. They were fighting the Prometheans a while back, and they used them in a battle. I think that's all I know. I don't know.
All right. Do the ships have any weaknesses?
The ships that we made, yes. They are. I mean, they're just not well. They're all. Literally, everyone is handmade. We've made them as best as we can, but they're not. Fuck, man. Like you made one. You're controlling one. Like, how do you not know? Sorry. Didn't mean to get uppity. Fuck. I'm just like, you seem like you should know more than us, because you literally are controlling one, and I'm so fucking impressed. I wish any of this scanning equipment would work to like record anything, but it doesn't. So fuck, man.
I cocked the hand on my pistol back.
So, oh shit. So when they're transforming, they're really, really weak. Just because it takes them like 30 seconds, and it exposes a lot of moving parts. They don't have any shielding. They have a very particular radiation signature. Because of the reactor we've been using. Here's that. He just pulls out some data. We were honestly told we had to change that because it was a real big security flaw. But I guess we're out of production because you're gonna take that. Hopefully not kill us all. I think that's it. be honest, my job was to make them as not shitty as possible. So, like, any things I could think of where they had a flaw, it was my job to fix that. So I might be the worst person to tell you that, because it's my job not to make it. Sorry.
And are there any extra parts we can take with us? They're handmade.
I mean, you could take everything we have right here, and I think there are 7 finished ones in the station. Oh, shit. The station is rigged to blow if like a security alarm goes off, actually. So I'm kind of glad. I mean, the station would blow, not the vault. The station would blow, so that's bad. Yeah. So I don't want to go back there. You probably, I don't know. But yeah, there's 7 finished there. Just make sure the security alarms don't go off, otherwise it could go instant death. Yeah, the more I think about this job is really shit. Like, it pays amazing, but this is not worth it.
Okay.
Does he have any access codes that would help us?
Oh, yeah. Here, you can have my badge. Here... I'll be honest, and he pulls out his notebook. He's like, I can't remember these fucking codes. He's literally like, here's a whole book of, like, the first 3 pages of his notebook are literally the security code. He's like, actually, you should just take the notebook. It's literally all my research. Like, I have, that would basically be everything. They're gonna murder me too. Could you make it a clean death for me? Because really, this could be really bad for me later. Or can I come with you? Like, either way.
This guy's a realist.
Do you mind if I drink?
Well,
he very slowly opens up his lab coat, very, very slowly. And, like, it's very obviously a flask. He's he's doing it anyway. He's like, well, I'm probably going to die anyway. So he's just trying not to get killed as he opens up the flask and starts drinking.
I figured he will remember the code, so if he fucks up at all while we're trying to do this, we're all fucked. So I'll shoot him right in the lung.
Okay, I was going to say we're out of laundry, but Jose's already solved it. I'm like, do we kill the defenseless prisoners and destroy all knowledge and evidence, or do we be good people? But he's on top of it.
Yeah, what was there, like 2 of them left, or how many were left?
There's 1 more scientist, and the rest of these people seem to just be, I mean, they probably know some stuff, but they've just been workers. Like, their job is just to make these machines work, so they couldn't make one from, like, none of them could make one from scratch, clearly. Or the workers seem kind of expendable. Like, they were already expendable to the Covenant, so...
Well, it worked for the Covenant, so anyone left, I'm a slaughter.
Alrighty. I mean, to be honest, they don't have really any weapons. I'm just gonna say, does anybody... 2 people try to rush you once they realize what's happening, but you just take them out. They don't have any weapons. They just have, like, pieces of equipment, like pieces of metal, and you have a gun. So you shoot them before they even get close, and then the rest run, and you just very quickly, just like one by one, just pow, pow. Like maybe you're double tapping, and you just execute them one by one with the cold precision you've been taught since a small child. It has been burned into you how to take these people out, and they're all gone.
Hell yeah. I say nothing and remain silent.
Carlos just looks on in horror.
Bro, what was the deal? Yo, so can we take any of these ships back, or do we just blow up the station?
Well, now we got the access code, homie's badge, and he done gave us the scoop. If we, I think
so. Sorry, finish what you were saying.
I was just gonna say, I think we'd be fine, like moving forward to try to get at least like 2 or 3 or 4 of the ships, depending.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, how big are these? Can we transport them, or do we gotta fly them?
And we can fly them into our ship. Well, immediate problem is destroying this room and removing access to the vault in case there's like other ships or shit in here.
Yeah, already on it. Can
I gather? Does like my ship that I'm in have a computer? Can I like gather info on the vault? Like see if there's a way to move it or block access or some shit, or like anything else we want on board.
You remotely access the Nimbus. It does a scan. You've also got, since you've got access codes, you're able to kind of tap into the Covenant system and what they have on it, and you realize this place actually seems to be mainly a mechanism, and the firepower you guys have available to you now of the ship with heavy weapons, with a heavy cannon and missile, it would take a couple missiles, but you could literally take out like this. You could crack this vault to the point where it would just be scrap. And you could set a cascade by making enough of a problem on the surface or maybe inside, whichever you want. Like, there's a few ways. Basically, you do enough damage in one part of it, it would make the entire thing fracture and just tear itself apart, which would be enough to also take apart the station that's orbiting it, and unless you're careful, anything around it, including but if you're good, if you're quick, you should be fine.
Okay. Well, this is what
just don't fuck up.
We go back to the station. If you guys want to steal some of those, feel free. Otherwise, we just get back to the ship, try to not raise any alarms, and then fly away from the station and use our missiles to blow the fuck out of everything.
Heavy cannon and missile silos. Go.
Cool. Sound good to everybody? Do you guys want to steal ships?
Yeah, I'll grab one. I say we just take two. I'll grab one.
Okay. So I've got one. You guys are grabbing two, and we have that one on the ship, too. So.
Wait, the fighter is the ship?
What?
It's a snub fighter.
The snub fighter?
It's the thing that, yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is the snub fighter in the ship one of these as well, and we just didn't know?
That seems to be the implication.
Okay.
Says the guy trying to imply it. I hope that's... I hope that's...
That was the implication I had received. It looks exactly the same.
Oh.
I mean, I was also trying to also give the possibility that it was just copying from his mind a ship he was familiar with.
I feel like...
But also strongly imply, yeah, this is totally one of, like, you've had one of these the whole time. Wah-ha-ha-ha.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
It's very devious plan to give you awesome shit and you didn't know it.
All right, so do we have to roll for that, or does it just happen?
I think you guys just pulled this off. Actually, okay, maybe we should do a roll. Just make it quick. Merrick's also got he's a scoundrel. He's got the ability to go basically invisible, and you guys have security codes. So yeah, let's just do a plus shadow roll. Plus you're getting the +2 from being a scoundrel, so you've got +5 to whatever your D6 is.
What about that energy that he had from earlier? Can he use that for this shit?
He also has that too.
So is it +7 then?
If he wants to use it, yes.
Oh, okay.
But he doesn't have to.
But it wears out though, right?
Yeah.
Good to know. I'm rolling.
Yes. I hear a car alarm.
Yeah, that's us. Some asshole outside. Freeze is going off. And he's just not doing shit. There it is.
Yeah, I need somebody to roll mine.
Oh, you do?
Oh.
Okay, I got you.
I'm just like, that's an ominous sign as you guys try to break into shit.
All right. Came up what's the plus for this?
+5.
Oh, 5?
Okay. So that would make it a weak hit. We've got a 4 against an 8 and a 9.
So you could burn that extra energy, that fiery energy, and bump it up to a 10 and make it a strong hit if you want.
Let's do it. Come on.
All right, you use the last of that, and with it, you are very thankful you wrote down that formula, because you realize, like, oh shit, I am no longer connected to that crazy universe, multiverse shit. But it's fading as you guys are just like, you guys are just stealing those ships. No one even blinks an eye as you guys just get in them and fly away. You are the smoothest motherfuckers ever.
So,
what I'm saying? Just smooth as a nice butter.
All right. So are we back on our ship, the Nimbus?
Yep. You guys have all loaded back on the ship. You've got 2 snub-nosed fighters that you're pretty sure are manufactured by the Ascendancy, and 2 snub-nosed fighters that were manufactured by the Covenant, all 4 of which can transform into a mech suit.
Fuck yeah. Oh, that's great. Well, let's use our missiles and crack the vault.
Yeah, so you just do this. You've already figured it out. They do not see it. They just don't see it coming. You guys have slipped through all their defenses, it'd be like if someone walked into your house right now with like a Gatling gun. Like, yeah, you wouldn't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. It would just be done. And you guys literally take out this whole thing. But you're going to face danger, which I think that Spike is the pilot, which I think you get a plus because you're navigating, what is that Ace asset?
Yeah, Ace, when I face danger or react under fire by guiding a vehicle through a hazard out of harm's way, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit.
Yeah, you're having to face danger as you launch that stuff, and then you have to get out of like normal space. Like you're gonna have to transition into hyperspace right after you fire this stuff off, because you can't fly away fast enough to not get blown up. So this is like you slip into hyperspace and literally everything around you explodes, and you guys just slip away from the fireball. As long as you get a hit.
All right. Well, let's see. 3 versus a 5 into 5, and that's plus wit and +1 with Ace is a +4. So 9 versus a match of 5. Strong hit.
Yeah. So you do this like, I mean, it's all timed. You slip in there. You fire all the stuff. Like, I mean, you just get it timed up where you've got a crew here. You've got. Like, Merritt can be on missiles, and Sorlock can be on heavy weapons, or maybe it's Jimmy Rings, and they fire this, like, you set it all up, they know exactly where to fire, everything goes in, it starts just, you kind of just pause for a bit to look and marvel at the destruction as it's falling into itself, and the explosion is like it's first imploding, and everyone's just watching through on the screen of what's happening. And but you're like, as you're watching the screen, you're just dialing in the coordinates for the next jump. Actually, where like you have a moment to realize, like, wait, where am I going? And you have time to program this in. Where are you going?
Is there like a rendezvous point with the Mormon contact?
No, they didn't really, you didn't set that up, but you do have contacts. You know, a bunch of messages have all gone through, Mr. E's bodega.
Okay.
So you're pretty sure, yeah, you could jump there.
Wouldn't we have to jump back to here though?
You would, yes.
Would it be safe to do so?
Let's leave first.
Yeah. Go to another system and then go to Mr. E's.
Oh yeah, you could jump back to where you were when you followed the jellyfish. Like, yeah, you know a safe place to jump to.
Okay, let's go there.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and roll. Just do plot a course. So it's plus the integrity of the ship. Is at 5.
Okay. We got a 3 versus a 5 and a 9. So weak hit.
All right, you guys. I mean, I think it was like literally at the last second. You're like, holy shit, we didn't realize where we're jumping to. Boop, boop, boop. You guys get it. It's just a little stressful. You take a -1 to your spirit, so you're at 4. If you'd like to try to endure stress, you can. If not, you can just like let it go. But yeah, you guys jump into hyperspace, and but you're there enough, and you watch. Because you can watch, like, hyperspace, you're just hovering at the, just on the other side of the universe. And you can see, like, the gravitational wells and whatnot. And you see, like, the vault look like it was as massive as the planet that it was, like, they were co-orbiting each other. Because that vault was so dense. And then that gravitational well goes away. Immediately, you can see that there was that little station that goes away. And it actually looks like the planet that is breaking up.
Oh, that's fun.
So that system is like, literally like that planet's not going to be there. If you were to come back in a while, like we're talking months, it would start turning into like an asteroid. But it will take a while.
Well, we just destroyed a solar system, folks.
Nice. Fuck yeah. More to our legend.
Yeah. So then you guys get to the next spot just fine. And then you jump to Mr. E's.
Let's do that.
I mean, is that still the plan, or you guys want to do something else?
Yeah, let's jump to Mr. E's.
All right, so you guys, it takes a while for you to recharge. You jump to Mr. E's. You're coming out of, you know, put in the coordinates to go to his spot, and you go like, and this time because you're paying attention, because I already lost his name. I wrote it down, but I lost it. The investigator, because he put it in your head, you realize, so normally you very close to the universe we live. Like, you just kind of like pop out of the surface and just kind of hover, and it makes things a lot shorter. Normally, when you go to Mr. E's, you don't stay on the surface. You dive deep into hyperspace. Like, you're going almost directly away from our universe as we understand it. And then you pop out into regular space, but you didn't turn around. Like, you know that, like, in a fashion, you need to turn around to come back to our universe. So you're not in our universe when you're at Mr. E.
What? A pocket dimension?
That, honestly, that is as good of an explanation as any. You guys pop out into regular space and you scan, and it looks like you see a ship exactly like yours, like way over there, just on the other side of Mr. E's, like way over there. There's a ship exactly like yours, scanning exactly like yours, with a phase difference where it's like, oh, this is not that big of a place. But there's Mr. E's bodega, bar and grill, and you guys get grabbed by the tractor beam and get pulled in as usual. And as soon as the tractor beam hits, your sensors turn on. So you guys only got like a quick second of a scan before that all went on. You also, Spike, since you're flying, you also realize, you know, just in case you wanted to look at that record, that's also gone. The records of the scan no longer exist in the computer. It's like it never happened.
Ooh.
Which is also basically what the scientists were telling you about the ship. Was like, we tried to scan it. Every time we scan it, would just go away. So this is the second time at least you've seen ascendancy technology seems to erase, like, you just cannot scan it.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Well,
I mean, not much we can do about that right now. So I guess you go in and talk to Mr. E.
How are you guys feeling about that?
So we can't. Should we tell him about the guy asking about him?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Carlos says he trusts Mr. E, so we should.
Well, let's see if he has any off feelings about Mr.
Ask Nas.
Yeah.
If you want to, that's another. Try to do the empath ability with him.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. That's the haunted.
It's a 5 versus a 10 and a 7. I can't remember what haunted gives me.
You were. When you call, okay, so you are doing a gather information plus heart because you're trying to connect with him, so that's +3. And the haunted ability is when you're using their spirit to try to do this, you add a +1, so you have a total of +4. What were the dice again?
A 10 and a 7 versus a 5, so 9 versus a 10.
Oh yeah, so it's a weak hit. You have trouble communicating with him. It feels like you're really far away from him. You haven't actually ever tried to talk to him here. You've never really tried to use any of your powers either. But you're realizing it's literally because you're trying to strain through, like, you're not in your normal universe, and it's just really hard for him to hear you. But all you get back is trust him.
Word. All I need. Yeah.
And so you guys go in, and Mr. E is behind the counter. He's got his perfectly clean white apron on. He's those super thin arms with that big belly and those completely black eyes. And he looks at you all and is, oh, it's good to see you. You've come back. How are you all doing?
Journey, what we got. It's pretty. Did we let him know about boy that's asking about him? Why not?
Yeah, we do that. Not to trust him.
The weird part is, so you go to actually bring that up because at some point in the conversation you're telling him the story, and then you're getting to that, and you mention the ship, the Freya's Wrath, and he goes, "Oh, did you happen to run into a Mr. Khan? He's been looking for me."
Yes.
He should have been there about the time you were.
Yeah, we ran into that fella.
Asking a lot of questions, making statements. Human.
You didn't happen to get his contact in, did you?
Did we?
Luke.
You did. He gave you like a little electric card.
We did.
So basically he asked for that, and he goes, next time you see him... He pulls out a device, and it kind of looks like a stylus, and he basically messes with the card a little bit. Basically, it's like he writes on the back of it, and he goes, give this to him next time you see him, if you end up seeing him, and let him know that he just should go to those coordinates, and he'll find me, and I will answer any questions he wants. I believe, like you all, that he is a man of good heart and could be useful in making the Forge a better place. So yeah, please pass on my information to him. I know normally I tell you not to tell the Popo about me or let them follow you here, but he is... I mean, generally all cops are bastards, but the guy doesn't even work for a government. He's just a guy trying to, like, keep people safe, so I trust him. He's more like a firefighter.
Okay.
But yeah, he congratulates you guys on especially the successful mission and blowing up all that stuff. He's like, oh, we heard about it. Yeah, it's he lets you know that for some reason Mr. E sometimes knows like the news well before it comes out. And he's like, yeah, this is a pretty crippling blow to the Covenant higher echelon. It turns out some of the people up top had kind of bet their careers on plans with those devices, and well, you've cut their legs out from under them, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens to Covenant leadership at this point. There's going to be a big change. A lot of the bigger warmongers are about to take a big kick in the teeth. So I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm hoping that maybe we could give peace a chance. But you know, if we have to kill all the warmongers to do it, I guess that's what'll happen, right? And you feel like he's grinning at you, like he's giving you a nice warm smile, and you look at him and you realize his face is actually neutral. Like it isn't emoting, but you get these feelings of such strong emotions and such a feeling of care and of love. I mean, there's some anger in there too when he talks about like the war stuff, but he's super happy to like blow up machines of devastation. But yeah, his face literally doesn't his mouth moves, but it's up and down. He's not emoting with his face. But if you're not paying attention to it, it feels like you should be, because you understand exactly what he's feeling. He seems like a very, very open
Okay.
Well, but yeah, when you look at his face when he's talking, there is no on this. Whatever you want to think of.
Okay. With the Mormon stuff, since they just hired us to like destroy the base, can we sell the radioactive signature for extra?
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, you guys can sell it. That's the nice thing about the information market, is that it is confidential of where the info came from by nature, because otherwise you don't destroy your suppliers. It'd be the stupidest thing ever. So yes. Oh, we could I guess what is it you guys are looking for? I mean, I've checked when you guys came in. I noticed the massive upgrades to your ship's weaponry now and your defenses with the new stealth technology and the missile array, and combined with all that. Would you guys like I've been looking at some of the materials that you brought actually out from a few missions back. Would you perhaps like me to retrofit the hull of your ship? Get you guys the really stronger interior or exterior?
For the reinforced hull?
Yes.
What do you guys think?
Okay. I know. I see what's happening. I guess you've learned to be a little more savvy. I guess I could also throw in, if you want. I have been experimenting with some of the technology in the vault that I've got here, and maybe you've noticed the place is actually, although it's not very large from the outside, it's much, much bigger here on the inside, especially for our parking. I mean, that's just really nice. What I could do is actually do a little bit of that onto the interior of your ship and get you guys an interior retrofit. Make your ship bigger on the inside than it is on the side and make it nicer. And customize the cabin, the common spaces, and the environment general in the ship. Make your, basically everything, it's bigger on the...
Fuck yeah. Yeah, got the fucking TARDIS.
That's pretty cool.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. I mean, that little tidbit of information will make those... I mean, the two things... Because I also kind of gather that since they are handmade, they're probably incredibly vulnerable during the transformation process. So if someone could track them and target them at exactly those moments... I mean... 40 of those weapons they'll probably be gone within a matter of days. So if they are on the front line, if their enemies ever got that information, yes, that would be wonderful. We will definitely take care of that for you. I will warn you, that kind of, to service the ship inside and out, literally. You'll be here a little while, unless you wanted to embark, unless you wanted to go with somebody else on their ship if there were missions that came up a while. But otherwise, the ship will be out of commission.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that was it for Mr. E. I mean, that was all he had for you and to tell you. It was all I was actually also planning on for this evening's gaming session. But if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, ask about, figure out for characters, I'm down. But otherwise, yeah, we're kind of at a good stopping.
Okay. So our ship's going to be at a commission for this next mission, right?
Basically what I was thinking was, at the next session, I would give you the option of, like, some things will come up while you're sitting around waiting for your ship to get ready, and you can turn those missions down, or you can take, it's really up to you guys. If you want, and because I just have a few ready, and then it'd be like, well, if you don't go on those, then here's a thing for when your ship, because you guys have freedom. I'm not going to railroad you into shit. Yeah. I was also thinking, though, maybe while this ship is being worked on, the four of you guys might take your individual transforming ships with somebody else to go on, like, a mission, and, like, try those out, just while your ship's being worked on.
Okay.
So if you guys are into that idea, like, let me know. I'll come up with something, and if you don't like it, if we don't do it, it won't be a problem.
Okay, I like the sound of that, like just taking our little ships out with somebody.
Jose, how are you feeling? How are you doing? You about to die?
Who, me?
Yeah, you were feeling sick.
Oh, no, I'm going to be all right. But I was muted this whole time, and I was straight up talking to y'all.
Oh, shit, man. Oh.
I want to... Damn. I'm going to have to take one of the ships, because my exosuit wouldn't be fast enough to fly around with them, right?
No, I think you could. You
can take both.
I don't think so.
I mean, because you can wear because once you get your armor patched up, it sits under, like, you can wear it under, you could wear your armor, but get in the ship, and then if you need to be out of it, you could, like, your armor pops back into Iron Man, so.
Okay. All right, I'm cool with that then.
Yeah, you basically never have to be without a suit of armor. Like, the rest of them, it's a ship, it flies around, it's big, but, like, yours can, like, turn off and be just on, and still works, so.
All right, cool. Do
you guys have anything going on next Sunday?
Not that I know of. You have a...
You do?
Sunrise and overnight? Oh, we can do, like, middle of the day, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Exclamation works.
Are you sure? Because that's a pretty wild day.
Yeah. Well, how you feeling?
Who has what next week?
Yeah. It looks like Halo Reach background art. Well, all right, yeah. If y'all are cool with me on Sunday, I'm cool with it. Ram's cool with it.
Okay, you said 2 o'clock?
Yeah, 2's cool with me. Ram.
Yeah.
Cool.
I should be able to make that work. I may need to join a little later, but that should work.
All right.
Cool. So that's all I have for tonight. But if you guys want to talk characters, I'm down. Otherwise, we can go, and I'll start planning for next session.
Ooh, you good? I'm good, yeah.
Thank you, Adam.
For sure.
Thank you guys. It was fun.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
To learn what happens, keep listening. This show is brought to you ad-free by privilege. No ads, no Patreon, just a cishet white man with disposable income and time. It is performed, edited, and all that good stuff by Redstone Archender. The story is powered by the game Ironsworn, Starforged by Shawn Tomkin. Outro by Glitter Snitchel, channeling the spirits. This has been a Sofa King Cool production.